Hi you guys, this is video number 2. This is actually the second time I'm trying to record this because Brooklyn had a little fit. So I'm going to try and do this really fast. I'm going to talk about the items that have worked for us. Things that I have learned that, in my opinion, is the best. But I'm not saying this is for everyone. You guys have to make your own decisions. Every mom is different, every baby is different, every pregnancy is different, every dad is different. So you guys make decisions based off of what works for you. I'm just sharing a little what has worked for us. Don't register at Babies R Us. Even though the store is amazing and they have everything you could ever possibly think of there, they're very expensive. And if people do choose to go and shop there for you for a shower or just for baby in general, you simply are not going to get as much. And I know that sounds greedy, but babies are expensive, and that's the reason we have showers, is so that you can be showered with gifts for your baby and make things a little bit easier on you guys as parents. We registered at Walmart, Target, and Babies R Us. I wish we wouldn't have at Babies R Us. The only things we actually purchased from Babies R Us are big ticket items like her crib or changing table and stuff like that. But when it comes to baby essentials like clothes and diapers and wipes and bottles and pacifiers and toys and stuff like that, it's just so much cheaper, and you're going to get so much more from a retailer like Walmart or Target or something like that. So that is something that I would definitely suggest. If there is a particular one big ticket item that you do want from Babies R Us, just tell your closest family, like your parents, or because those are probably the only people that are going to purchase a big ticket item for you anyways. So yeah, that's something that I would definitely do. Let's see, because it's so funny, because then at your showers, you're unwrapping gifts, and and I think some people are shocked when they do. Like, I was shocked when I went there to shop for other people. I was like, I had a dollar amount that I wanted to spend, and when I got there, I'm like, wow, I'm going to be able to get them one thing, and it's kind of pathetic. You want to be able to give more, and so I think everyone else kind of appreciates it too. Graco thinks of everything. Like, anything that we have ever bought, Graco has pretty much surpassed our expectations for whatever the product is. We got a Graco stroller car seat base combo. I wish I could remember the actual name for it, but it's not a gender specific one. It's just like a black one, and but it's got 3 wheels rather than 4. And anyways, like anything we've ever bought Graco, there are little things put into the product that are things that you would never even think of, but suddenly you find yourself using it more and more and more, and then just different features and stuff that I think that Graco products across the board are phenomenal. And I'm not getting paid by them to say this, but if I ever have a choice to buy a item, Graco or not, I'm definitely going to choose Graco. That's just my little pump there for Graco products. Clothes. Brooklyn was born at a hefty 9 pounds 6 ounces, and so she fit in almost none of her newborn clothes. She never wore newborn diapers. But you definitely need to think of comfort and convenience when it comes to buying your baby clothes. And remember that all the cute little like going out outfits, especially if you're having a girl, those are the clothes that other people are going to buy for you. Like, people seldom as gifts will buy you your basic onesies or sleepers or stuff like that. And those are the things that you need, because those are the things that your baby is going to be wearing all the time. When it comes to little church outfits or outfits just to go to the store or to visit family, like cute little dresses and I think this applies more to girls than it does to boys, because boys are generally going to just wear like onesies and pants, and I know they make some cuter outfits and stuff for them too, but let's face it, like the wardrobe for little girls out there is just more expansive than little boys. So if you are having a girl, that's something that I would definitely think about. Like when you are buying clothes for your baby, as adorable as some of those outfits might be out there, resist the urge, because you are going to get so many of those and you really need to stock up on your basics. Let's see, when it comes to sleepers, zippers are your friend. I know the snap ones can be really cute, and I was a culprit for this too, buying the sleepers that had the snaps, but in the middle of the night when you're trying to change a diaper really fast because your baby is screaming because he or she is starving, and then you miss-snap the outfit, and then you have to unsnap it, and then you miss-snap it again, and then you have to unsnap it again, and now you are 20 minutes into changing your baby. That's when you really wish you had a zipper on your sleepers. So any sleeper I pretty much ever buy now, if it doesn't have a zipper, I'm not going to buy it. And remember too, and this is just the case for us, Brooklyn is growing much faster lengthwise than she is getting fat. And so it's always okay for your baby's clothes to be a little loose on them. Your baby's clothes don't need to fit them like a glove, okay? So even though your baby might fit in 0 to 3 month clothes, if you're going to spend your money, why not buy them 3 to 6 month or even 6 to 9 month clothes that could be a little big on them now, but they're going to be in it for much longer, like that's just kind of how I've been having to think. Granted, when it comes to the changing of the seasons, that's going to determine a lot for you. I'm not really buying, now that we're coming into the end of August, any onesies or anything that I'm buying for her are all long sleeve now, because it's going to be into the fall and then into the winter. So I picked up a few clearance, like short sleeve ones, because she's going to be inside a lot. It's not like she's going to be outside playing in the snow right away. So she'll still wear some short sleeve things, but yes. When your baby is a newborn, all of the adorable hats and the little mittens on their hands, I thought that they were overrated. And it could just be that Brooklyn was just bigger, and she wore hats pretty much while she was in the hospital, and as soon as she came home, she wore them for probably a day. And granted, again, she was born in the summer, so if you do have a winter baby, you might want to, have those hats and stuff. But she also did have a full head of hair, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But she's always warm, and I read somewhere, her hands and feet are cool to the touch all the time, but you always want to feel, the warmth or coolness of your baby by feeling their belly. And if their belly is warm, then they are generally warm as well. And they always say that you want to clothe your baby in one layer more than what you are wearing. But even now, she is down there, she's in a short sleeve onesie and a diaper. She has no pants on, and she's very, very warm. I don't know, I think it's just because she's a mover, and and when I actually started clothing her in an extra layer, she got heat rash. So I think it's just better to sort of play it out. I think every baby is going to be different in that aspect. But the mittens as well, as long as you would keep a tiny little file, an ebony little thing, or not ebony, what the heck, emery board or whatever they call it, a tiny little baby file, their nails, her nails actually kind of peeled off on their own. And I know this sounds weird, but you can bite your own baby's nails off. It's actually suggested. So those little mittens and stuff, she never wore them. And she scratched herself maybe twice. and, it goes away in I don't know. I guess I thought they were overrated. Plus, if we actually did put them on her, she would have been pissed. So we never really used them at all. And if you really, really need something, you can always just put socks on their hands. So you can just buy socks, and they can be double as socks and as mittens. It's not like you have to go out and buy this special little mittens to go over their hands. Shoes. Shoes for infants is a complete waste of money. When I was pregnant, all I ever wanted to buy for her was shoes because they are so freaking adorable. Like, anything small and tiny is so cute, but she never wears them. I think if it were winter, it might be a little different, but not much, because they just kick them off. They're not walking. They don't wear them. Unless you're going to have them for pictures or something like that, then it wouldn't be a bad idea to just have one or two of your cute shoes. But otherwise, like, until they're starting to get to walking stage, like, shoes are a complete waste of money. And baby shoes can be really expensive. It's so ridiculous how much you can spend on a tiny pair of shoes for someone who doesn't even walk. So that's just my little blip on that. Diapers, oh my gosh. I cannot stress this enough. I'm pretty cheap when it comes to buying things at all. Like, I am not a brand name person when it comes to groceries or anything like that. I always get the store brand or the cheap brand. But when it comes to diapers, that is the one area I would definitely suggest you spend your money on. We found our favorite right now is the Pampers Swaddlers. They even have another type of Pampers Swaddlers that have like aloe and like cooling sort of agents in them. And she, to this point, has never gotten any type of diaper rash. And they catch everything. When we registered for Huggies and Pampers, so we did have some Huggies given to us as well. We returned a lot of them, but some of them we actually held on to. I don't know why, but the Huggies that she has used, like, she has had leaks, like, again and again and again, and it's always at nighttime, too. So, and she is such a pure, I know, it's like a wet diaper every 10 minutes, I swear. And the Huggies, like, the Huggies might seem a little softer, sort of less diaper-like. They're more like a fancy pair of underwear, but they don't work as well. They simply don't. And the Pampers Swaddlers, they're so nice and soft, and I think some of it might have to do with sizing as well. Like the Huggies size one and the Pampers size one, the Pampers are a little bit bigger, but they still fit snug around her legs. So I think there's just more diaper to them, which is why it catches everything so much better. So anyways, but that is just what has worked for us. I know a lot of people that buy the cheap store brand diapers and get by with them, and their babies don't have any issues with them. I really feel for the people that have babies that have allergies to the diapers. That would be pretty miserable. But yeah, Pampers it has been phenomenal for us. So if you just are looking for any type of direction, that is where I would suggest you start. I already stressed taking absolutely everything you can from the hospital. When buying diapers, keep in mind sizing. If you have an average size baby, like 7 to 8 pounds, they'll probably wear newborn diapers for a little while. But we probably could have squeezed Brooklyn into newborn diapers for a little while, but they just wouldn't have worked as well. So she's very content now. So keep in mind, she is 2 months old now, and she's still wearing size 1 diapers, but she's sort of right on the cusp. Like if I were to put her in a size 2, it would probably fit her just fine. But we still have a box of 1s, so we're just using those up. And then probably our next thing of diapers, she'll be into a size 2. So I don't know if you want to use that as a gauge when it comes to buying diapers. She was 9 pounds 6 ounces, so you kind of have to make your own decisions from there. When it comes to wipes, I don't know if we're just like wipeaholics or something. Like, I always want to make sure she's super clean on her bottom, but we go through wipes twice as fast as we do diapers. And my preference, again, is the Pampers wipes, just because their scent is much more gentle, I guess. The Huggies sometimes smell like medicated or something to me. I don't know. Or just like really perfumey. The Pampers wipes are really subtle, and I don't know, they probably aren't any more gentle than the Huggies wipes, but they just seem that way. They're softer, and they're softer scented, and they just seem more gentle on her skin. So again, Pampers wipes are just as awesome. But we were given a ton of wipes, so I haven't actually had to buy wipes, but we've gone through them twice as fast as we have our diapers. So don't forget to stock up on wipes. I think I'm going to go through now just like my must-haves, like things that I'm so glad we had, or we had to go out and get it. In fact, it's going to take me a second, but I'm going to run and get something to show you. These were given to us as a gift, and when I first saw them, I didn't think that I would use them much, really. I was wrong. I used them so much. On Brooklyn's changing table, she has a normal, like puppy, like changing pad, and then we got a changing pad cover, which is like really plush, and like, it's like a blanket pretty much that goes around it. But I always thought it was silly. I was like, okay, so you're going to change your baby on this. Like, what happens if they wet it? Then this $15 blanket that you put around the changing pad, you have to wash every single time. Like, I don't know. I thought it was kind of senseless. So we got these. And these you can only find, at least I've only found them at Babies R Us. I think, yeah, it's like a Babies R Us brand. But they are disposable, multi-use sheets, I guess. I don't know what else to call them. It sounds funny, but it's almost like a puppy pad for your baby. They absorb water or liquid like no one's business. And they're so thin, I mean, it almost just feels like a piece of paper towel. But what I do is I just lay this on the changing table, and they have a bigger size even, but this is plenty big in my opinion, because I just put her bottom over it. And it's phenomenal when because babies are going to pee themselves and poop themselves while you're changing them, and this has saved me washing that changing table cover so many times. And these are perfect on the go, if you want to use it even as like sort of a burp cloth, or just any type of messes that you ever sort of find yourself dealing with. These are perfect. And you get 36 of them in a pack, and we went through one box of these in the first 2 months that she was born. So, and they're actually very inexpensive. I think it's like $5 for a pack of 36 of these. So that's not bad at all. I'm not going to try and get that back in there now. So that's definitely a must-have for me. I'm going to show you her sort of bassinet that we've been using. My house is a mess, so pardon me. This is what we call her rock and play. And we got this at Walmart. This has doubled as her bed, her bassinet, and everything since she was newborn. We're transitioning her into her crib now, so she only really sleeps in this sometimes at night. But it's perfect because it keeps the baby, I don't know if you can tell, but it keeps her slightly elevated. And it, like, she's tucked in there, more cocooned in there. And a lot of times babies right away, they don't like being like completely flat on their back and stuff, and she sleeps so much better in this, like, and she's getting more used to sleeping on her back now, but at first, you know, when they first come out of the womb, they like to be more cocooned. And so, but I'll show you. You just click this, and it folds up flat like that, and it fits so perfectly, like in a closet or behind a couch or under a bed, or you can stick it in your back seat, you can stick it in your trunk, and it's super light. And I even will stuff things like inside here if we're going somewhere, like towels or blankets or stuff like that. And she loves it. She loves it to death. And it's super safe because your baby can't roll over in it, and the sides are actually mesh, so it's really breathable, and they don't get like overheated or anything in there. So I love it. When it comes to swings, you kind of have to decide for yourself whether it's something that you actually want to get for baby or not. Every baby is different. Brooklyn, she only recently started taking to the swing. She hated it in the beginning. Now she'll sit in it for maybe up to 30 minutes at a time. And it can't be while she is alert, awake. Otherwise, she gets really fussy. She's a mover, so, and being in the swing, I think sometimes she feels confined. So if she's on the verge of nap time, I'll put her in the swing, and sometimes it just helps calm her down faster. But nothing too special about the swing. In fact, I've seen so many people with this swing. I think it's a super common swing. It swings this way, or you can even turn it and swings that way. And then it has like a mobile and everything on top, and it plays music. And I do like about this one, though, it plugs into the wall, so there's no batteries involved, and I never have to worry about it like dying or anything. Another thing, I'm going to show you what she's under right now, is our little play gym thing. She she loves to just like sit under this and kick, and she will grab at the little toys and stuff, and she's getting to the point now where she will actually grab a hold of them and hold on to them. And this is a tiny little mirror here, and it's sort of like her friend. She doesn't know that it's her reflection yet, but it's sort of her favorite place to be at this point. So this was actually a little bit more on the expensive side because we did buy it at Babies R Us, but I think we had like a credit there. I would suggest you can actually get one of these things at Walmart for much cheaper, and there's all different kinds. So, yeah, that's definitely something that I would suggest. When they're newborn, they're probably not going to use this. She's sort of grown into it, but she loves it now. And as you can tell, she is a mover. So, let's see, what else? Oh, I think I may have already said something about the Bobby pillow. I think I did in the other video. Don't forget to get extra covers for that thing, though. That's something that I still need to go to the store and get. And then I would totally suggest a diaper genie. Some people swear that you can go without one, but I love it. And it's so nice to just be able to, every time we take the regular trash out, just go into your diaper genie, take out however many diapers you have in there, and you never have to smell them or, until you're taking them out of the thing. But she has some stinky diapers, and we never even have to worry about that in her nursery. So definitely would suggest a Diaper Genie. They're very inexpensive at Walmart, so I would suggest that. If you are open to a pacifier, I would suggest one. They make newborn pacifiers, and this little one already has a tooth that is cutting in already on the bottom, and so sometimes she gets extremely fussy, and it's really nice to be able to take her pacifier, stick it in the freezer for a few minutes, and give it back to her, and you can tell that she really, really, really enjoys that. So, and it's funny because she doesn't use the pacifier all the time. The only time she uses it really is when she is trying to relax. And it does. I think it's just a relaxing agent for her, so that's really nice. If you are bottle feeding at all, or if you're pumping and putting into bottles, I would suggest we use Dr. Brown's bottles. They look kind of funny when you look at them in the store. They she's starting to get a little fussy. They look kind of funny. They have like a strange drainage system in them. They're actually very, very easy to put together. They're not complicated, but but they really reduce the extra air that the baby can suck in when they're eating from the bottle. Hold on a second. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Here. You're okay. Yeah. Okay, so Dr. Brown's bottles is something that I would suggest. Excuse me. When it comes to mommy must-haves, again, that dry shampoo that I showed in the other video, amazing. Make sure that you have like good, nice, healthy snacks and stuff to drink when you plan at being home, so that you're not just like always eating junk. I am to blame for doing that so often, and I'm probably to blame for half the reason why I couldn't breastfeed anymore. But so definitely suggest that. Comfy PJs. And remember that you are not going to be your, size 6 that you were in the beginning. I might have to cut this short. Hey, come here. Come here. You want to say hi to everyone again? You want to say hi to everyone again? You just want to be on camera, don't you? Yeah. Not that 27 and a half minutes is short, but, yes. I think, and if you are breastfeeding, I didn't really invest in a breastfeeding bra or breastfeeding tops, but I wish I would have. It definitely would have made things a lot easier. So, just make sure that you have some really nice, comfortable tops that, you can just take one strap down or something like that. It'll definitely make your whole life a lot easier. Otherwise, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. Yeah. She's growing at an exponential rate, and I couldn't love her any more than I do. So, good luck to all of you who are going to be new moms out there, and I'm so excited to be sharing in this with you, and it is honestly the most exciting thing in the world. They tell you that it changes you, but you don't actually realize how it does until it actually happens. You just don't. When you're suddenly responsible for another life, and then when you get to see little bits of, your husband or your significant other come out of a baby, like when you see little bits of them in when I see little bits of Jason in her, it's kind of like falling in love all over again, honestly. And I know that sounds cheesy, but it really is. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope some of it was helpful and that I'm not just babbling because I like talking, even though I do. But I appreciate any type of feedback, and I'll probably do more videos like this as I go and learn things, and hopefully I can help some of you. And I'm so excited for so many of you that are going to be having babies soon, and I hope you guys have a great day. Okay, bye.